Hey, welcome back to the channel. So this is another episode on another Torklift product, and this is going to kind of explain why I went with that SuperHitch, or part of it. So let's see what the next product is, and I'll tell you what it does and why I needed it. So in my last video installing the Torklift North hitch, I let everyone know this is my 2015 F-350 crew cab long box dually truck, and normally everyday use has a topper on it, and then we have basically a 37-foot travel trailer that me and the family use all summer long. But I also have another hobby, and that involves off-road. So I recently picked up a 96 Lance Squire Light 195 truck bed camper. So this is going to go in the back of this truck, but I need to be able to tow. Let me get a little closer here. My off-road rig behind the truck with the truck box camper in place. Now you'll see the camper overhangs. I don't have it on the truck, obviously, but here's the backing plate. Basically the tail lights are about an inch or so from the back, so that means I have this much overhang, which means my hitch would not be usable. So what's the solution to that? That is why I chose the SuperHitch 20K for this truck, because it gives you a dual receiver, which is what I'm going to talk about in a second, and the rear camper tie-down brackets bolt to this hitch. So this hitch is basically a 3-in-1 system, which just makes the most sense to me. It's obviously about as strong as you can possibly get. Everything's engineered and meant to work together as one unit. So that's why I did that. And the nice part is the brackets are in place, front and back. But you don't see them when you're not hauling the camper, because the extensions slide in and pin in when you go to load the camper in place. So that is the reason why I chose Torklift's SuperHitch, especially for the back. I mean, obviously, it just made the most sense to me. Anytime you can make an install easier, simpler, stronger, better, more efficient, it just makes the most sense to me. So if you go to Torklift's website, under their Supertruss section, they have how to measure your particular truck, hitch, and truck box camper to find out how much length you need. I'm pretty sure I could have got away with the shortest 21-inch, but I know the trailer I'm going to be using and the large weight distribution hitch, I was concerned that depending on the combination I'm using, it might just be too close to the bumper of the camper. So I chose to go with the second shortest, the 24-inch. This way I'm basically 100% sure I will have more than enough room for any of my scenarios. All right, so this manual covers all of their extension options. So my part number would be the one ending in 24 here, I believe. because you have a 21 inch, a 24 inch, 28 inch, 32 inch, 60 inch. I think there's a 48 inch as well. I'd have to double check. So anyway, this manual covers all of their Supertruss assembly and installation. Then they have the Torklift SuperHitch plug bracket, which is this unit right here. This will bolt on to the extension here, allowing you to run the matching length pigtail extension harness, which is also the 24 inch W6024. So these three components allow you to extend your hitch, extend your trailer harness, and then give a place for the extension end of the harness to bolt to this, so that whatever trailer you're attaching to can just plug right here like it would be the same distance on your actual trailer hitch. So I'm going to go ahead and get all the hardware opened and laid out and get this started. So then I'm going to go ahead and try to, I think it makes most sense in my mind to go ahead and build it or assemble it this way. So I went ahead and inserted the main tube into the top section of the hitch, the lower tube in the bottom section, and then you'll see that flat spot on the top is where the lower meets, so that's nice and secure. So let's look at the rest of the hardware. Alright, so you got your main bracket here. This is what ties the two tubes together. You got your bolts, your washers, your nuts. So let's get that part assembled first. And then they give you hardware to bolt the bracket on. And then you have your D-rings, turnbuckles, and chain for the horizontal strength of the system. Alright, so the short one, the 21s and the 24s only require one of these collars. So that's why there's just one on this one. So, you know, self-explanatory. Slip the collar over. You got two 4-inch, half-inch bolts, two washers per side, per bolt, and then lock nuts and tighten them down. So now I'm going to put the little bracket on and then get the turnbuckles, chains, and little D-rings assembled here. Alright, there is the side load chains installed. Super simple. I kept calling these D-rings. The technical term is bow shackle. So you get your bow shackle, your turnbuckle, your bow shackle to chain, and then chain to bow shackle to hitch. And got the bracket installed. So right off the bat here, so you're supposed to be able to feed this through. But that doesn't work. There is a slit here, and the metal can bend pretty easy. So I assume you're just going to kind of tweak this to sneak the wire through, and then tweak it back, and then you're all set. No big deal. The only thing that I noticed, the hardware to connect this to the bracket is not included. I'm going to assume 1/4 bolts will work just fine though. Alright, got her installed. So what I did is I drilled the holes in the switch plate here, the 1/4 inch, and then I had some stainless 1/4 hardware lock washers or lock nuts available here, and then just took a heavy duty zip tie and zip tied the wire nice and safe. So that is the completed setup of a Torklift Supertruss. Let me throw a weight distribution hitch on it just to kind of simulate what it will look like. Alright, so that's what it looks like with a weight distribution hitch on it. So this is not the hitch I'll be using in combination with the lance and my deck over trailer. I'll cover that later on when I get to that point. So anyway, super strong hitch setup here. Again, the Torklift SuperHitch is the backbone of the whole system. Without that hitch, this type of setup isn't really possible, along with the rear tie-down brackets. I know that they do make, or I know a lot of companies make extensions and weird setups and this and that, but those are all just a single receiver connection point. To my knowledge, Torklift is the only company that does a double stacked truss. A single setup, I'm sure, has a very low capacity. I'm sure it works for certain situations. But this is the only route that I would go to feel 100% comfortable towing, you know, with a truck camper in the back and then my off-road vehicle on a trailer behind it. There's no way I would want to risk anything else. So this is definitely the route to go. So let's talk a little bit about towing capacity. Alright, so straight from their manual, I know earlier in the video I was kind of shouting out some lengths that are available. So if you look right here, they have 21 inch, 24 inch, 28, 32, 36, 42, 48, and 60 inch extensions available. That's insane. I'm not sure what situation you would need to even have more than a 24 inch extension, but it's very cool that it's available. So tongue weight on the 24 inch as is can handle 750 pounds of tongue weight and 7,500 pounds of towing capacity. Now when you add a weight distribution hitch, tongue weight goes up from 750 to 1,400 pound capacity, and from 7,500 pounds of towing to 14,000 pounds. All right, so that wraps up the overview and installation of Torklift Supertruss. So again, shout out to Torklift for again providing me with this product amongst others, and I look forward to using all of these products and doing videos and covering all of them. Once I start using them, I'll do some more videos overviewing everything, the initial, or how to set everything up when I'm doing it. Once I get the Lance camper in the back here and get everything situated and installed, I'll have a lot more stuff to cover and go over and a lot better visualizations. So again, thanks Torklift, and thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you're not, and keep an eye out for the next video on Torklift products and a lot of other stuff that I do here as well. Thanks.